I am Matt Hancock, and welcome to a Battle Misfit review. Today, we're looking at Sonic Mania. Sonic the Hedgehog had his first game released back in 1991 onto the Sega Mega Drive, or Sega Genesis, depending on how you feel about the letter U. The game had instant success and went on to spawn many sequels. In fact, Sonic's still going today. We could debate whether or not that's a good thing, but yeah, you still gotta admire the fact that Sonic's still going when lesser characters have faded off into obscurity. He's had a lot of success outside of the games as well. TV shows, even movies, even as a comic adaptation, recognized by the Guinness Book of Records as the longest running comic adaptation of a video game. More recent Sonic games have gone into a 3D style, but Sonic Mania wants to call back to the style used in the Sega Mega Drive. For better or worse. It was developed by Pagoda West and Headcanon Games, and directed by Christian Whitehead, who actually got his start porting Sonic CD. By the way, one of the most striking things to me about Sonic is the visual style. Not just that it calls back to the Sega Mega Drive, but just the quality of animation in this. This game looks fantastic, and you can tell it just from the way he runs and he stops and he bounces on a spring. It's clearly obvious that more effort was put into this than just reusing sprites. It honestly makes me sad that it looks the way it does, that it still looks like it's supposed to be on the Sega Mega Drive. I mean, can you imagine what this game would look like if they went all out with the animation and didn't hold themselves back? Take a look at Cuphead. Imagine if Sonic looked like Cuphead, that'd be awesome. But no, you're right, let's just hold back the creative process in favor of nostalgia. On top of that, the gameplay in this is fantastic, up there with some of the best Sonic games. Those of you who don't know, Sonic the Hedgehog's main gimmick is that he goes really fast. Stages are based around running fast and rewards the player for doing so. The health system and level design is based around rewarding the player for playing the game well. They'll take safer and faster routes for managing to jump up at the right time. And the only way to get 100 rings and get extra life is not to get hit. On top of that, there's a lot of variety as well. You got two bonus games, one based on the one from Sonic 3 and the other based on the one from Sonic CD. And this awesome gameplay goes into the level design as well. For example, when we go to the Chemical Plant Zone, again, it's all well and good for the first part, but until we introduce this new gameplay mechanic where you're bouncing on that jelly stuff from Portal 2. And then you got over, it's like this western level where you're riding on a plane. It's all these little things that stop the game from feeling stale, which it very easily could have if it just stuck to the original level design. They could have very easily just repackaged old levels, but no, they went all out and made their own thing. They improved on what was already there. And the music is awesome. It's a Sonic game. Even the worst Sonic games seem to have awesome music. You got classics like Green Hill Zone and Chemical Plant, but it's also got new stuff as well, including the intro. Also, can I talk about the intro? Because this 2D intro looks freaking awesome. I really wish more games would take the effort to make something like this. Hell, it works just as a trailer as well. So going to the final rundown. The gameplay's fantastic, the level design's fantastic, the animation's fantastic, and the music is awesome. Also fantastic. So all in all, it's a 9 out of 10. I kind of feel like it needed that one little thing to push it over the edge into a 10 out of 10 territory. Maybe if I said, like, they'd improved the animation and made it look less like it was supposed to be on the Mega Drive, then it could have made a 10 out of 10. But unfortunately, this does lead me to the big problem I have with Sonic Mania. It's been like 10 years since the last original Sonic game. I mean, you got the stuff on the Nintendo consoles, but they're all like experimental. I'm talking about like building on the established franchise. The past games that have been in the main line, namely Sonic Generations and to a lesser extent Sonic 4 Episodes 1 and 2, have all been calling back to the previous Sonic games and basing their entire strategy on that rather than making something new. I mean, this is the fourth version of Green Hill Zone we've had to play. Can we get something new? This is all minor gripes. When you get down to it, it doesn't affect my final rating, but we've seen other video game characters fall into this trap of stagnation and being happy with that stagnation. For some reason. I mean, after all, why make something new when you can make the same freaking game 4 times, Mario? Well, it's either that or some more HD re-releases. If anybody from Sonic Mania happens to see this review, please take this away. When you make Sonic Mania 2, and let's be honest, it's gonna happen. This game has done phenomenally well. Please make it something new, with new levels and animation that feels updated for the times. This isn't the 90s anymore. You can make it look fantastic. Like I said, Cuphead. You can make it look like Cuphead. Oh, hey, just remake old levels. That works too. But these are minor gripes, and it's more out of fear for the franchise's future than judging this game itself. And what's here is fantastic. It's an amazing game, even just based on its own merits. And you can definitely see why a lot of people say that this is the first good Sonic game. You know, aside from the first one, then the second one, and the third one. Down Sonic and Knuckles, of course, can't forget that. Sonic CD, some people actually say that's the best one. Oh, and Sonic Adventure, that did pretty well when it first came out. Sonic Adventure 2, some say that's the best Sonic game. I don't get it, but some people say that. Sonic Colors and Generations were pretty good. They've improved on a lot on what was in Sonic Unleashed. But aside from those very few examples, this is the first good Sonic Advance. Also, there was a Sonic Advance 2. There's a Sonic Advance 3 as well, wasn't it? That did pretty well. Sonic Rush on the DS, that was an awesome game. But, aside from those very few examples, the first good Sonic game.